All right, everybody, how you guys doing out there? It's Jeff Watts from Watts Atelier of the Arts, and I'm coming to you with an announcement for our annual fall 8-day boot camp. And we haven't done this for about, I think about maybe 4 years now. We had about a 12-year run there where we would do it every year. And the impetus behind it when I originally designed it was an opportunity for people to come to the school, either for like an intense work vacation, where they were going to come and immerse themselves in the environment of the Atelier, along with all the Atelier instructors, and just get a feel for training in the Riley method, training in our method of methodology, and giving them a kind of Cliff Note version of the whole entirety of our program. So we would cover things like 20-minute lay-ins, 20-minute figure lay-ins, 20-minute head lay-ins, figure drawing, head drawing, quick sketch, fundamentals, portrait painting, landscape painting, still life painting, master studies, anatomy. And so we kind of get a little bit of everything in there, and it's not enough to master anything, but it's a really good opportunity to see how our instructors instruct, how the environment is run. And it's a great opportunity, just like I said, to come out for an intense, like kind of vacation, work vacation. Or if you are thinking of actually moving to the Atelier from some other location, it's an awesome opportunity just to get a feel for the environment, a feel for where the Atelier is located. We're located in a really beautiful area of San Diego here in Southern California, and it's called Encinitas. And we're about, a stone's throw away from the ocean, Pacific Ocean. So it's a really beautiful, sleepy beach town. Got a cool artistic vibe. We've been here about 15 plus years now, and I've lived here for about 25. So it's probably one of my favorite areas of San Diego. But anyway, that being said, the environment is very conducive. Obviously, we've been doing this for 30 years, so we know how to get people good. We know how to set up a good workshop, and a really excellent workshop. Because when you think about workshops, they're really not something you go to master something. You go there to get a glimpse into where you're going, how you should be studying, and what you could be doing in the future to get to your goals. And that could be something like going on the online program, or possibly complementing the online with some other in-person school somewhere else, or actually moving yourself out here to Southern California to study with us for a number of years, like many people have done. Some of my best past students have come out of the boot camp as far as finding out about the school and really actually deciding to come here full time. In the boot camp, you'll get a binder like this, which is quite robust, and it's got tons of handouts from the school, abstractions, little tutorials, anatomy handouts from our classes that we teach. So it's just a little something that will help guide you during the actual 8 days, and you can take it home and study from it as well afterwards. So the 8 days, how does it look? A lot of people say, well, what is it going to be like? We usually alternate painting and drawing each day. And so we may start drawing in the morning, painting in the afternoon. And then in the evening, we have an open workshop where you can come back in and get another 3-hour model session in. Because sometimes some of the sessions will be heavy demonstration, right? I might be demoing a 3-hour portrait. And then the next day you might be doing a 3-hour portrait with either myself or another teacher. So sometimes we show and then you do. We do a lot of demonstration and we do a lot of work on your work. Meaning coming in and fixing paintings, fixing drawings, doing tracing layovers. So it's a very intensive, hands-on type environment. You'll get to meet all the instructors and you'll get to try, their style of teaching, and they're all excellent, amazing teachers that came out of the actual program itself. They always do, the instructors here. So in the 8 days, it's 9-hour days, potentially, right? You're gonna have 6 hours of instruction and another 3 hours of uninstruction. But a lot of times we'll have one of our teachers monitoring the actual in the evening. So you will have a teacher present, but that teacher is not really responsible to come around and do layovers and fixing your work. That's just an extra opportunity, because a lot of times, at least when I've been in workshops, I just go back to my hotel and sit around and watch TV, and I'm still energetic and kind of hyped up for the day. Maybe I saw a demonstration that day and I was really pumped up, and then I got to do a little bit of drawing, but I still have a lot of juice in the tank to do a little bit more. Then I'll come in on those evening sessions. You don't have to come in for the evening sessions, but that is something that is offered to you as an extra kind of, practice time. Okay. How much does it cost? A lot of people ask. It's $18.50 for the 8 days. And that's, again, 9 hours a day. And it's usually like I think it's a Monday to a Monday. And it's out here in Southern California. So you'll want to get like an Airbnb, or you want to get there's a days in, right down the street, like maybe walking distance to the school, which is very convenient. And we'll give you all that information if you decide to come out and take the boot camp. It's limited to 16 students, so it's going to be very intimate. That gives us a lot of time to get around to everybody and not have anybody get overwhelmed or feel like, sometimes I've taught workshops at certain places, I'm not going to mention them, but sometimes there'll be 20, 25 people with one teacher. And I know even at my expertise level in my 30 years of doing it, and I'm probably one of the faster, more articulate teachers, demo-wise and also talking-wise, that you'll probably run into because of just the sheer amount of time that I've done it. But I can't get to maybe half of those people in a class that size. And that's why I chose about the 16 number mark as a really good number for a teacher to be able to handle, handle that in that environment. So you'll get a lot of personal attention. You'll see a lot of demonstrations. You'll get a lot of in-person work on your work. And so if you're looking for a workshop that is really intensive, that offers a lot of different views into different palettes, different techniques, burn number pick out, burn number direct, Zorn palette, warm cool palette, getting to apply that to various subject matters, getting to see a glimpse into the Riley method in the rhythmical grid system that we use, getting to see how to study anatomy, getting to see how to study these things so that when you go back home, you'll have a really good understanding of what and how you should be studying moving forward. And that's the best you can do in a workshop, really, is to inspire people and to give them a game plan going forward. And all too often I've seen that in workshops, it's usually maybe a teacher showing how good they are, but really not very experienced at getting into the nitty gritty of actually helping them one-on-one and getting in there and really doing that stuff, because that's an art in and of itself. So I think you'll find, if you're used to workshops, that this will be a really, really excellent opportunity and very high caliber quality level to the people that come, the teachers that are there, the environment, how it's set up, the models that we get. All that stuff will be really, really well taken care of, and you'll be well taken care of. So anyway, if that sounds like something that's fun for you or might be of interest to you, we will be doing that August 21st through the 28th of this year. And again, it's the first time we've offered it in probably 4 or 5 years. So if you are interested, I would suggest that you do maybe sign up sooner than later. I believe the way we have it structured and the way we used to have it structured is you would put a deposit down, and then X amount of days out, like 3 months out, another deposit goes down. And each time you hit those deposits, they're non-refundable at that time. So it makes people have to really put some skin in the game and commit to it, because we have such a, when you get really close to the workshop and somebody bails out, it's very hard to find a replacement sometimes for people. So we have structured it that way. It's a fair way to go, but it means that you're going to have to really give some thought to wanting to really commit to coming and then putting your spot and saving your spot. And then you'll pay as you get closer and closer. And then we will see you out here for an absolutely fantastic time. So thanks again for listening to me talk about this. I know a lot of people have been emailing, a lot of people have been calling. They're really interested in asking lots of questions, and I wasn't avoiding answering those. It's just we have a lot of other things on our plate, but now the focus is heading towards about 5 months out from the workshop. So it's a good time to get it out there and let you guys have plenty of time to plan on your arrangements for staying, your flights, and all those kind of particulars. But it is a beautiful area to visit. It's a great time of the year. So again, I hope I get to see you out and work with you in person. Take care. Cheers.